That king's fat fingers? You think he's going to be bending over backwards to help you if you don't just hand him over? I don't think so.
King got fat fingers?
Oh, my God, yeah.
They were giving it to him.
Yeah.
He's got saucies.
Oh, little
Big-time
pork sausages.
Worst I've ever seen in my entire... They look like inflatable balloons. It's terrible.
So if I do recall, a foot, right, measure is the size of a king's foot.
Yeah, that's how they came up with it, right?
Right? And then, like, the king had the sizes, like, things were based off of the king sizes. What if this is what the new sizing for fucking fingers? What if that's the new normal thing?
Is that the new guy?
If that's the new normal finger.
So he got stung by something, right? Right in the arm?
No, he's actually just never used his hands a day in his life. Not once. He's never wrote in anything. He's never carried anything. Actually, the hardest thing he's ever done is put that ring on his finger, and he hasn't been able to take it off because he's so fat.
And little does he know, like, the worst thing he's gonna have to do is get that thing off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Yeah, they'll let him die, and then they'll
he's
just
going
snap
through
it
something
off.
here. That ain't healthy.
I don't know. They
That's
did
a world
release like a list of his demands every morning when he wakes up. It showed him signing like his first royal decree, and this fucking doofus spilled ink all over himself. He's like, "Oh, this bloody ink! I hate it." He's a dipshit. He really is.
Wrote the wrong date on the thing he signed.
Yeah.
His wife had to tell him, like, "Hey, that's not what today is."
Was it because his fingers?
You get some free time to Google what this guy does every single morning when he wakes up. Check it out. It is unbelievable.
That's why the queen lived till she was 98. She's like, can't let this fucking...
Yeah, pretty much.
The world will end if I fucking die.
My son is a dipshit.
Oh, jeez.
That's what she said.
He's pretty old too, huh? Isn't he?
Yeah.
He's very old.
76 or something. He carries around a little box that has like biscuits and jelly in it everywhere he
Like Ted
goes.
Lasso?
Kind of like Ted Lasso.
Wow. This
Very
guy's
similar.
a Ted Lasso king?
I mean, that might be a stretch because Ted Lasso, although he seems like a dipshit, he's actually pretty heady, pretty intelligent, can get through to people.
Great at darts.
Great at darts.
Great at darts.
This guy is just a dipshit through and through and
Okay.
kind of just lucked into becoming king and...
Well, I think everybody that's ever become king.
Well, true, that's kind of how it works. But if you take a temperature on, the people in England right now, I don't think they're doing cartwheels that this guy is
God
in
save
charge.
the queen, they're saying, huh?
Yeah,
exactly. They want
God
the other
kill
kid.
the queen.
They want the other kid?
Yeah, they want Markle's brother-in-law, whoever he is, William or
Not the
Henry.
redhead, the other one.
Yeah, not the
Harry.
redhead, the other one. Harry, sure.
Harry?
Harry
I thought-
Kane.
Harry.
Wasn't Harry, isn't he married to Meghan Markle and William?
Who?
William?
Bill?
Yeah, William.
No, Bill was with Markle for sure.
Bill King. I don't know who's
King
who.
Bill?
King Bill would be sweet.
It's got a good ring to it.
Yeah.
God, imagine fucking Bill McComas walking around.
Oh, my mom.
Well, I mean, that is his RuneScape character, King Bill, so I think he does do that anyways.
His what character?
RuneScape.
What's that?
It's an online community of people who play games and they pull each other's bud because they're so bored. Hey, look, I'm just telling you the facts here.
What's your problem?
What do you mean? We're talking about King Bill.
We were trying to.
Yeah.
And then did you say something about pulling a plug?
A pud.
Pulling each other's puds.
Oh, even
Yeah,
worse.
Exactly.
They would pull each other's plug because RuneScape is a cutthroat game. A lot of savages.
Bob
on there.
Baloney's?
All right, let's move around. There's some other stories to talk about. So the king's a dipshit?
Yeah,
Yes.
big time.
Everybody thinks it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we didn't just offend an entire little tiny island that's smaller than Pennsylvania that's a country.
No.
You all need to fucking relax over there, by the way.
His first day
England,
in office.
You guys are about this big. Let's
Tiny.
You guys used to be, okay?
Everyone
we heard
else
all
hates you.
about it. Twitter reminded us of all the things that you guys have done.
Right, exactly.
Whenever the Queen passed away. I got massive respect, though. Went over there for NFL game.
Right.
Everybody had a great personality.
Yeah.
Everybody was incredibly nice to us. I think I actually very much enjoy the English folk.
Cool
Yeah, of
accent.
course.
Very cool accent.
But India doesn't forget. So
Well, not just I mean, there's
Not just them.
There's a lot of folks that didn't forget. I realized whenever the Queen passed because Twitter became one of the most electrifying places of all time.
Coaching third and fourth grade boys, that's all I do. Hey,
Yeah, how's that
use your
going?
hands. Great. Everything's great, man. But I always say, like, you do not have to let them block you. Use your hands, chop them, do whatever you have to do. And right there's a great job on the release, not letting the DB get his hands on him. We're going to take a quick five there,
You guys any
right?
good this year? Because I know you almost got fired last year because your team
Oh,
sucked.
no, I didn't get fired. We're good.
we don't-
wanna
They
know
were trying
right
to
now.
run you out of town.
Yeah,
though,
we
weren't
want to
they?
know right
yeah,
now.
they didn't want you to call plays though.
Oh, I don't call plays. I don't want to call plays.
Well, no, you said you did, and then you
Yeah.
got it for a week, and then they said, "Listen, you can't play."
We're in a different league, different team this year.
You flipped the bench and walked off.
Oh, you guys got demoted?
I flipped the bench. No, we moved.
You got
we moved
relegated?
a little bit.
Is your son playing quarterback in DN?
He plays a little bit of everything now. A little quarterback, a little running back, a little
Okay.
receiver.
Like Taysom Hill.
You got to rotate everybody around too and give people touches.
Oh, so it's like, hey, where do you want to play this?
No,
Let's
it's not
play.
that at all. It's like
Okay,
who
hey.
hasn't got a touch yet, and you got to rotate
he
positions.
Refuse to play linebacker and tell you he doesn't want your life, Dad.
I don't push him like that. He actually does enjoy
I don't
linebacker.
want
but he does.
your life.
He does not want to listen to me when I tell him things, or if I want to be critical and tell him, hey, you better get downhill right now.
You ever put your championship ring on and say, get you one of these?
Yeah. What does he tell you when you say stuff? Does he say like, "You're not even in the Hall of Fame"? Or does he say anything? Get in the Ring of Honor, and then I'll believe you. Stuff like that.
That's not on the top of his head. He usually just turns the other way and doesn't want to hear me.
Do you ever
okay.
grab his face mask and say, "Hey, you fucking get back here"? All right,
Yeah, when
I
I
was
rip his
pretty
helmet
good.
off him,
Now
I rip
turn
his
your
helmet off
back
him,
on
I
me,
punt it in the
boy.
crowd, and then people are like, "Oh, this is weird. Why is his dad, assaulting his kid?"
Hold on to the
Yeah.
damn ball.
Yeah. So you're Tim McGraw from
I'm
Friday
the
Night
opposite.
Lights.
Of that.
Yeah.
I am the opposite of that. But guess what? There are people like that, and I witness it. It
Shout out
happens.
Bob.
Yeah, I can see Carpenter calling his kid Billingsley and taping the ball
No,
to
not
his
Bob.
arm. And
Bob's actually Bob's great with my son because Bob knows, like, my son will listen to Bobby.
Sure.
He more than he'll listen to me in the moment. So Bobby's son, I'll talk to Bobby's son because he'll listen to me more. That's just how it works. Like,
Yeah, it is.
hey, Jimmy Buffett, he said, to my kids, all I am is the guy that makes pancakes for them in the morning. They don't care that he's entertaining the masses and has $1 billion and has
Twisted
Margaritavilles
away
everywhere.
again.
That's why we're taking 5 there, Ty.
Does
You know
that worry you?
What?
Twisted
That
away.
your son's not getting your knowledge? He's
No.
getting Bobby's?
If it is normal for a kid to not listen to their parents. Bobby's football knowledge, I want him to have.
Got a Hall
Absolutely,
of
all
Fame
day,
dad,
every day.
coach.
Bob's really smart, too, actually. So I hope he gets some of Bob's book smarts because I don't have that. Maybe my kids will get some of that. I don't know.
Well, yeah, if they just, Bobby should go through the Game of Thrones, walkthrough that he had with your kid then.
Is a 9-year-old too early to watch Game of Thrones?
There
I haven't
might
seen
be
the
some
program.
mature themes in there that he may
The opening
not
scene that I have
understand.
seen when the incest, when the little boy was banging his mom or sister.
sure.
No, the little boy
And they
watches.
push him out of the tower.
Yeah, the little boy catches.
That's the only scene on it.
brother and
he
sister.
catches.
He
What
catches
do you
the
mean?
brother and
What
sister.
grade is 9?
And then they push him out because he sees.
What grade is 9?
4th grade right now.
Fourth? Really?
Is he driving yet?
Yeah. Has 2 different cars.
I feel like I became a man in 5th.
You did? What does that mean? You became a man?
Watched like a rated R
I have
movie.
memory. I can't remember 4th grade. I can
What are you-
remember 5th grade.
First time he jerked off.
You're
That
bopping.
That was much later. I was a man of Christ before then.
Celibate. I respect that, Tony.
Yeah,
Abstinence.
fifth grade is when school I feel like gets legit. When I remember 5th grade being hard for me, where I had a bunch of books, a bunch of reading, a bunch of
Yikes,
math.
Hawk.
Terrible. You guys had easy 5th grade in Plum?
I mean, what were you reading? The fucking Tale of Two
No,
Cities?
the
in fifth
stupid
grade?
history book was this
Jesus.
big, and we had to do it. We had a bunch of homework and a bunch of reading. You guys don't get it. We're gonna take 5. Now. We're taking 5. These guys are idiots. They didn't even go to school.
I didn't have the reading in my hand. I was a little nervous when I reported that. To see him go out there, oh my God.
This guy is a
No
baboon.
worries.
Absolute menace.
Keep it going, Ian. What was that
What are
again?
you
You're saying
doing?
something?
That
Julio?
remote's
What?
dead.
What was that? Get the remote out from the water, AJ.
Who are we talking about? Ian?
Be
professional, guys. You guys are hooligans.
Fishbowl over there is pretty great.
That's a joke over here. Yeah.
I would
continue.
say
A woman in Cincinnati who couldn't take
Get up, walk away, go somewhere else, lady.
She don't care.
And the kid in front of her, the poor people around her. You gotta scram when that happens.
The person in front of her had a neck brace on, a legit one,
Yeah.
solid,
know.
probably a neck brace. The person sitting next to the broken neck person, though, who saw it though and didn't do anything. Maybe the heel of this video,
Yes.
not the woman who's puking. Obviously, heel, bad person.
Sure.
Can't just be puking on people without even covering it up or attempting to do it. She was making sure she wasn't getting it on her shirt, and she didn't want to make a scene. I don't think she seemed to be trying to be as casual as possible. And in turn, she's puked on somebody in a neck brace.
It's brought back memories of your party.
Oh yeah, Darius was doing this at the end of.
No.
Next day.
She said, "I'm fine" after the first one.
And now I'm fine. Swallow. Hey, I'm good. I'm good. That's all I needed. Get it down. Get it out. I didn't get it on my shirt. Oh, I got it on my shirt. There's more coming out. Yeah.
Why are you sitting down still?
Because I think she just wants to keep it cool.
Yeah.
Go puke up in the concourse.
Yeah, but then you get kicked out.
Yeah.
This lady's puked before in a stadium.
Yeah.
She knows if you act like there's nothing wrong, there's nothing wrong. Even if you're projectile vomiting onto somebody with a broken fucking neck, dude.
Nobody around her is like even aware of.
Except for the person
Except for the
recording.
dude, with the camera, well, dude or lady with
They
the
can
camera.
smell it.
I don't know. It looks like she's just spitting out ice cold beer.
Right?
That's straight White Claw. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
That's just White Claw foam coming back up.
I don't
That
want
poor
to.
kid's never going again.
I do
Couldn't
not
watch the
know.
game anyway.
I do not know. Yeah, there's people standing in front of him.
Yeah. Kid was screwed.
It's a damn shame. We have Godspeed on
Godspeed.
A punishment.
broken neck and puked on. I don't know. You tell me what rock bottom is.
Yeah,
feels
it's
like-
devastating loss.
And the
right
Bengals
there.
lose.
Oh, that's too bad.
Not a great Sunday.
Jeez, we hope everything works out.
The guy next to the kid notices for a second and then acts like he didn't see anything.
Yeah,
Looks
doesn't
completely-
want to have to do his obligation. I don't want to have to fight this puking old white trash lady. Oh my God, what am I gonna do?
Can't turn around to see what's going on.
He
Anyway.
punched her right in the face.
Hey,
Someone
bitch.
did.
What is the? Those tickets are expensive, right?
They're not cheap.
Yeah,
Lower bowl.
She's puked before in public.
no question.
And as somebody who has potentially had to puke in public because maybe it was St. Patrick's Day and maybe you drink 30 beers before 11 a.m. and then you're walking around and your stomach's like, hey, we don't handle that many beers and you got to puke. You got to walk as normal as possible as you're puking because if you stop and a crowd starts around you, cops are coming and you are getting in trouble immediately. I think that's why that lady did what she did. I
Yeah,
think.
don't make a scene.
Yeah, don't make a scene. Just don't get it on somebody. Draw attention to yourself in your own way, but not in a negative fashion.
Yes.
Or you could sell out and do it like we were talking about that fatso at that NHL game who sat there and just puked all over himself. You know, kind of knew like, hey, I can't be spraying this on people around me, but I'll just puke all over myself.
That lady didn't even do the
Not even a thought.
like the Billy McComas in the back of Boston Connor's car.
yeah.
Remember that happened? Michael Cole sitting shotgun.
Bill actually kept that sweatshirt too.
Pukes into the sweatshirt in the middle of the street because Connor drives like a jackass.
Wow.
So Bailey's getting car sick. In the,
Great DJ when he's driving though.
Thank you,
I rode with
Darius.
him out to training camp.
good energy.
Yeah, Deepa, did you puke when we were driving to and from training camp?
No,
He's driving
Okay.
in Florida, though.
Absolutely
Florida driving. Bill,
Yep.
you puked into your sweatshirt.
Yep.
We pulled over on the side of the road, said, all right, take that sweatshirt off, obviously, puke outside.
Yep.
So he takes sweatshirt off, pukes outside, picks up sweatshirt, comes back in.
Favorite sweatshirt.
I didn't puke in the sweatshirt. I puked in the shirt inside the sweatshirt. Ditched the Colts shirt. Saw a guy walking the streets probably wearing that exact same
All right.
shirt the other
Okay.
day.
All right, Bill.
Okay.
Sweatshirt was totally fine.
You barn animal. Keeping
And
that
I
thing.
felt this lady's pain because, you know, you're sitting there fighting the saliva. You know it's coming. And you're like, I can make it.
The
I can make
demons.
it.
Yeah.
You're fighting the demons. I had this, a few weeks back. I had quite an evening. And then I had rough traffic I was driving through. And I got to the office and I was, what?
Hot mouth.
I was swallowing. I'm like, what are we doing here? Is this about to come? Am I a child? And then I go to the goddamn, and I get a good 4 or 5 hacks out.
Yeah.
Feel immediately better. That lady got to watch the end of that game in complete peace.
sure.
Euphoria, full euphoria after she pukes on broken neck person. She feels better than she's ever felt in her entire life.
Yeah.
Still got the buzz too. So it already hit her blood.
Yep.
So she relieved herself, probably was able to put more down.
Yeah.
All things good for her, terrible for everybody else around her.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, you know, in her head, like we were saying, that she's probably thinking, like, well, this kid's not even watching the game. He can't. Like, guess what? The ball's on the 20-yard line right now. We're sitting at the 50. He can't fucking see what's going on anyway.
She was looking out for him.
Exactly.
Throwing up helps. Teacher's lessons. Bill said he would never eat 27 sliders in a suite again. And so that's
Bill
kind of
did
a
try to
win-win.
take advantage of the food that was already paid for.
Yeah.
Bill's
Smart.
move, by
Smart.
the way.
Yeah.
That is kind of Bill's MO.
Bill's move.
The real bummer is he had like 7 or 8 tucked in his sweatshirt pocket, and he had to leave those out with the shirt.
With
too.
the shirt, yeah, because that was inside. The puke got mixed with the sliders.
Yeah.
We love Bill. Bill, you're awesome.
Love you, Bill.
I will never forget Michael Cole going, the fuck is going on?
So mad.
Sitting shotgun, the Jets just got killed. Just got absolutely killed. He's a big Jets fan. He's just, what the fuck is going on? And then he's seen it. He's been there, done that with everything. He looks out his window and Bill is taking his clothes off in the middle of downtown Indianapolis. Blah, and Mike Cole's like, what is this? What is going? Is this a normal fucking Thursday around
So
here?
disgusting.
So disgusting. It was
Well,
awesome.
didn't you guys say he was lapping the nacho cheese out of the bowl like a
Yeah.
dog?
Yeah. It was good nacho cheese.
It was.
Hey, Bill, how good was that nacho and sliders Saturday night?
It was great, but you just made me relive. I mean, I grew up with Michael Cole my entire childhood, and the one time I finally meet him, this is how I present myself.
And this is how he will remember you.
Exactly.
He won't forget you.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember Bill Cole? He goes, Bill. And I'm like, puke downtown indie guy? Oh, yeah. How is he? He's a YouTube guy, right? Or something like that. I'm like, yeah. He goes, that was one of the most epic nights of all time. Yeah, this is live from the car as Bill McComas is. I'm in the trunk. Okay, so there's Bill, middle of downtown. Michael Cole sitting shotgun, yelling out the window at him. And Connor knows that he's the reason for all of this, making as many excuses as possible.
I wasn't. Hey, you weren't puking. Foxy wasn't puking. Bill was the only one that puked, and we know that is because he ate about 2 pounds of food, and that's it.
You did hit your head a couple times in the back. In the trunk, though.
Not his fault. Potholes of Indy.
Yeah. Bill, it's kind of despicable you made Pat sit in the trunk, really, when I think about it now.
No. I'm the one that said put me back there. A lot more space than 3 wide in that thing.
Yeah, you got Favre still with Copperfield?
Well.
Come on.
I think it's going to have to be. There's going to be some money that's going to have to be owed. I do really back.
He didn't know what he was doing.
Going to need a carpet for his brain.
I beg to differ, Tony. I read that whole article. It was about 8 pages. I read it this morning. It took me about 35 minutes. Brett Favre is a goddamn criminal mastermind. I mean, I had no idea. I thought Brett was just some dumb hayseed. I love watching him play football. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. This guy's like fucking Bernie Madoff. What he was doing down there.
Holy shit!
It wasn't for him though, right? It was for donations.
No, yeah,
it
was for Southern Miss's new volleyball facility that his daughter is part of the team. But basically, just going directly to the governor of the state and being like, "Hey, what do we get? Let's get this done," and then him pretty much green-lighting it, and then anytime there was a snag, Brett would text like an aide or an assistant and be like, what do we got to do to push this through? I mean, and then they would just start
Sounds like
right
a
back
politician,
up.
good politician.
What a
he's robbing, you know.
Yeah,
good politician.
They were.
Who's he robbing? Peter to pay Paul? Or?
No.
Paul to pay Peter.
It was broke-ass Peter.
Yeah.
He's opposite of the...
They were taking money out of probably the portion of the world that needs it the most.
He's a rich Robin Hood.
Poor cities and poor states.
States welfare fund. You can't be...
No. He's stealing from...
I didn't read all the text messages, but I did see the headlines. Doesn't look good for old Brett.
Yeah, not at all.
He had 7,000 concussions. He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, so then that leads into question like all of these headlines and sound bites that Brett Favre has made while being a media pundit.
Boom.
We
Criminal
have to assume
mastermind.
that he, is trying to set up his defense.
To Ty's point.
Insanity.
His brain is mush.
Yes.
Probably told his wife, like, hey, don't worry. I'm going to start saying some outlandish shit on Sirius.
Wait till they hear this one. I had 400 concussions.
They're going to ask me about the NFL. I'm going to fucking hit them with a, boom. We're going to talk about Yemen today, okay, and what's going on over there.
It's genius.
Is he the ambassador for the World Cup?
Should be.
Well,
send him to Qatar.
I don't know what the fine's going to be that Brett Favre's going to have to pay. There's no way they put him in jail for this.
No, definitely not. I saw him and the governor. I don't think are facing anything like that. But a lot of the other people involved, oh yeah, not good, not good. FBI's getting involved.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Brett shouldn't have fucking stole from the people, Brett.
Yeah. I believe Southern Miss is ranked 16th in women's, 1A volleyball this year though. So
well, they used to play with no nets.
It's not for nothing.
How much money do you need for the volleyball? No offense, volleyball school. I played volleyball. I love the sport of volleyball. I love everything about it. It's like millions and millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They built him a facility.
Yeah, brand new facility. Big part of it too is that I think it's in the state bylaws or something like that. Southern Miss, they can't start any projects on campus unless whatever the project is has already been paid in full and the school has those funds, and that wasn't the case. So they were kind of just stringing him along, and every once in a while it'd hit a snag and he'd be like, hey, I need another fucking $2 million so we can break ground on this thing again. They'd give it to him, and it was just not a great deal for Brett.
Jeez. I did see he's promoting the Hallow app though to pray with him.
Really?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is this on top of what he already owes from those speaking gigs?
No, so I think this is that whole thing bundled.
It's all part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if the speaking gigs thing were ever a thing. I think that was an attempt to be a cover-up for this story never to make
So it's said in that as well that a big part of it, when they were talking about needing money or not having money, be like, well, I could just do a couple fucking radio spots and you can take whatever I would have made and just give it directly towards this thing. So it was almost like
some sweat equity.
Yeah, pretty much.
Smart. And he's gonna say that he didn't know where the money was coming from.
Exactly. Already
That's what he said?
Yeah, yep. His lawyer said, hey, Brett has been nothing but, upstanding in this whole fucking situation. Okay, he had no idea where the money was coming from. And then all the text messages came out, of him kind of just...
Oh, knowing exactly what's coming out of the welfare?
Yeah, just like very actively checking on the situation, like with this one specific aide who, it just...
Deliberately asking if there's any way that the media can find out where this came from and how it happened.
Yeah, like...
The media has found out.
Right.
At least he wasn't emailing.
She said, no, we never disclose this stuff to the public.
How did the text get out?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I'm sure it
I
was in
seen
there.
this. This was a
The FBI's involved. Didn't they subpoena people's phones?
They could.
Yeah, I think they might have.
I like Brady.
If they need Apple to get through the phone.
Okay.
If you have a password.
Brett Favre sounds like he's fucked. Gonna have to pay back a bunch of money, and he took from the welfare fund.
Bingo.
Mississippi.
Damn you, Brett.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't have to do
Bill just came in here. Something toxic's coming. Bill, what happened?
Nancy New, one of the people associated with this, she's getting 13 felony charges.
Yep,
they are coming after this.
And she is the one that Brett was pretty much texting one-on-one with.
Is she an aide to the governor?
Yeah, I believe so.
Jeez, man.
Nancy New's going to jail for 35 years.
Well, Nancy New.
And Brett Favre's like, need to sell some Copperfields. Let's get this money back.
The FanDuel No Sweat Same Game Parlay is back for Thursday Night Football.
Yeah! Hell yeah!
Place a 3+ leg plus 400 or longer. Same game parlay on Thursday Night Football tonight and get refunded and free bets if you lose. You must opt in. It'll be at the top. It'll say No Sweat Same Game Parlay. Click the opt-in button or you won't get your money back, all right? The free bet will vary from player to player. Make sure you opt in through the promo carousel. Bruce, did you write this in your sleep, Bruce? Good, Jesus Christ!
Bruce, what are you leaving this guy out in the middle of the smoke
I
for?
sound like an idiot, Bruce!
Bruce,
I sound like a fucking idiot!
Do you care?
You
This
just
guy's got to
added
read
words
this?
and then
I
acted
just
like it was
added
redundant.
words.
It's not redundant on there.
Okay, I'll read it word
say
for
same
word.
thing
I'll read
twice.
it word for word.
We're
Make
trying
sure
to
you
hold
opt
on.
in
Hold
through
on,
the poll.
Connor. We're trying to support reader advocacy and everything.
Yeah.
That's true.
And also, Bruce, guess what? I got 3 different fucking versions on here, okay? So how am I supposed to know which one to read, pal? Fuck!
We'll do it next hour.
What was the read for? I forget the read now.
There's a no sweat bet tonight for FanDuel. You got to opt in.
Make sure you opt in.
Jesus Christ!
Opt in.
That's for positivity.
I'm fucking pissed.
All right.
All right.
All right. Let's go read.
Good job.
Look what you made me do, Bruce.
I hope you're happy, Bruce.
I'm a fucking clown now.
Well, but I did have thoughts of me walking into a saloon in those hills.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I
Sure.
mean, that's
In those
it's gonna be-
boots?
yeah.
Yeah, you need to do it.
I mean,
You and Bear?
Jeez.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
you know what I mean? I can do the whole thing. Saloon doors open. I can walk in.
Back out.
Give me
Smoke
2 Bud
machine.
Lights.
What?
You know, probably big Marlboro down there in North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
If you show up smoking any other particular plant, they are not going to be
beat the
happy.
hell
down
out of
there. You're going to get kicked out of that state.
American spirits.
Excuse me. This is a tobacco state here.
That's right.
I got a pack in my backpack for you to bring if you want.
You need to get rid of this. I thought we were.
No, you always need to have them on you just in case.
Just in case.
You never know.
Never know.
Thank you.
It's just a lot of learning. Anytime you jump in the highway with a Hall of Fame quarterback, they're not slowing down for you. My first year with the Green Bay Packers, Brett Favre, I think, won his third consecutive.
I don't know if you heard.
Don't say it.
Okay, but
you don't know Brett Favre has a back.
Point being,
At
You don't
that
text
time,
him
I
either.
wonder what.
stay
it was.
focused.
All right,
Stay
on
focused.
football. Yeah.
Okay, they had just been to 2 consecutive Super Bowls.
I assume Al Rucker's got a full take on this. And
Fuck Al Roker. Call Jim Cantor.
Joe DiNardo.
Well, Joe Nardo's dead. Okay,
No.
rest in peace.
You need a phone to heaven.
Call his son. Or
And
his
he is in
daughter.
heaven. Thank you. I'm happy nobody followed up. Joe Nardo and Joe knew.
Joe knew.
Joe knew.
What did he
He's
know?
not the only Joe who
Denny.
knew.
Denny.
He had a 50-50 chance to get it right, Joe DiNardo, every time. Every time. Had 50 chance right.
Hold on.
50%
You
chance.
do not hold Joe DiNardo in high regards in your side of Pittsburgh?
How dare you?
Oh, my God.
DiNardo.
Oh, my God.
We are from vastly different parts of Pittsburgh, you and I.
You guys didn't like
Different
Joe
accents,
DiNardo?
Different. Oh, yeah, no, we didn't like Joe.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, my God. Albie.
What? Who was your weather person? AQ?
I listened to Joe DiNardo, but he would always say, "There's a 50% chance of rain." It fucking rained all the time in Pittsburgh.
So he was right.
He was never wrong.
Boom.
That's why we love Joe.
Yeah.
That's why we love Joe.
That's all I had to know.
It's unbelievable.
I
Anyways.
can't believe it.
Oh.
I completely changed my opinion.
This is their
on
Super
Joe
Bowl.
DiNardo.
Dude, are you serious? Look at this fucking guy. What are you even talking
with me?
about?
I mean, I'm just saying, look.
I think you're with me now.
From what I've heard, he never missed.
You think Joe this guy ever missed?
Love you, Joe.
I mean, I didn't think so, but AQ's making
Rest
a
in
lot
peace,
of points.
Joe.
Is this guy a national celebrity? Was
Fucking
he?
Pittsburgh celebrity. What are we talking about? This guy knew, okay? He said it's raining. Guess what? Put a fucking hood on, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what Joe DiNardo did. I'm so
Bundle
sick
Up,
of you
dude.
right now.
You
This guy-
cancel your golf plans all the time because it rains every fucking day.
This 88-year-old right here, okay, lived his life serving the Pittsburgh community. He didn't want to do it. He had to do it. He
Putting
was a
coats.
necessity for all the Inzers.
On kids in the winter, you give them coats. Project Bundle Up.
Boom.
us know
Joe
when it's slippy
DiNardo.
outside.
This is a
That was
tribute.
good.
Oh,
That
you
was
guys,
nice.
you guys, because
Who
you're
built this
golfing. Oh, sorry, your golfing's getting offended. All right, Joe DiNardo just didn't want you to have a 7-iron with a lightning rod right through it like you're fucking Thomas Edison.
Lives at stake.
He looks like a nice guy.
Well, he is when he's the greatest of all time.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like a good guy.
If Joe would have somehow lived,
Looks like L. Ron Hubbard in that left picture.
Easy.
When
shut
he's
up.
young.
The photo
Christ's
on the
sake.
right, he looks like
Easy.
ice.
Keep going,
He's not allowed
AJ.
to
Keep
look
going.
like somebody.
do not let AQ
Keep
get your little toxic brain into a place
I don't
where
know Joe DiNardo. I didn't grow up in Pittsburgh.
that's what I'm saying. though.
DiNardo.
You are not allowed to
I love
say
it.
you're not
It's
allowed
called.
to.
Did Joe hate the iPhone because it made weather people obsolete? Because we just look. Here we go. There's
That's
the
what
four-
killed
Oh,
him,
you can
actually.
read the Doppler like DiNardo, huh? Nobody can read the Doppler like DiNardo, pal. All right, do not get into a position where you think you can bury Joe DiNardo because of what
I'm
this
not.
golfing hillbilly just said about Joe DiNardo, okay?
Hillbilly.
Joe knew. All right? Fucking Joe knew. Both of them.
Yeah, that's right.
Back to you. All right. Q.
Let's dive right into this.
Hey, you ever do ayahuasca?
No, I'd be open to it, though. My parents will hate that I said that, but I would be open to that.
Oh no! It's not a drug, AQ. They're okay.
Someone's
It's a
grounded.
plant. That's right.
You eat berries.
Yeah.
True.
Right? That's
Comes from the ground.
Yeah.
Plants.
Had oatmeal this morning.
Yeah.
boom.
There you go.
There you go.
Grain.
Do cocaine all the time? That's a plant.
Hey, shall we dive into this, huh?
Let's get into some football, AQ.
Hey, let's get into a little football, huh? All right, check it out. So, team I know very well.
We have to say you're not a big, massive cocaine.
You're not a
Okay.
cocaine.
We have to say that.
You're
We
not
have
a
to say that.
Just joking.
We couldn't just dive over that?
Yeah. I'm just. If we moved on there, everybody's watching this going out.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy,
AQ
God likes to party.
Watching every time we
He
do that.
likes to party. And right, I mean, you live in Arizona.
He looks thin.
You do look a lot
He's had a lot of
thinner.
energy lately.
He had a little baby cup of oatmeal earlier.
Yeah.
Appetite seems to be suppressed a little bit. He is hanging out with those wrestlers. You know what I mean?
True.
So the natural response would be, what Connor was saying was a little peek behind the curtain on actual AQ Shipley.
The problem is he spoke a lot about sugars. I enjoy crumble cookie and ice cream way too much.
Okay, so you don't do cocaine.
I don't do cocaine.
Okay. All right, that's good. Learn something that nobody else is teaching.
What?
It's time to go in the trenches with AQ Shipley. Let's go.
Let's go.
Excited to learn today what happened in Week 3 NFL football with the offensive lines in the trenches. AQ, let's dive in, pal. Great Air Force Ones.
Hey, Brett, good outfits 2 weeks in a row. I'm feeling good. Did you guys get better last week?
This is you judging your. You feel good about your outfits. We did get better.
Much better.
Anything other than Crocs, shorts, and dry fit, it's a better outfit. So I'm feeling good about it.
I agree because he would show up at training camp and he would have one pair of Crocs, one pair of sweats, one pair of shorts, one T-shirt, and then 4 bottles of lotion. So go on.
Perfect. Hey, let's go right to the tape, huh?
You get ashy or what?
No, need tissues.
AJ, you know what the lotion was for. It's training camp. Let's
Okay, he's all by himself.
Come on.
You know
Locked
what
in a
it's for.
dorm room.
Come on. He brought more bottles of lotion than he did pairs of clothes. That's real. By like week 2, the guy smelled like shit, but he was relieved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems like he was
Felt
super
great.
relieved. Felt great.
Glow.
Very happy all the
Yeah.
time. I was like, what's going on? Oh, he's
Zero stress.
beating the shit out of himself every night. What could they do on the field that'd be worse than what he's doing? But anyways, AQ, great teammate, great offensive lineman, Super Bowl winning coach and player. player. Let's dive in, AQ, shall we? The question isn't about whether or not it was a neighbor. The question is, what was the incident?
Yeah, you have an incident with a tiger and human beings. Typically, I think you just assume it did not end well.
Yeah. Fair. Maybe it peed on something.
Maybe it marked its
ate somebody's
territory.
flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A massive dump.
The catnip for those jungle cats, little we know, is poinsettias, and there was a bunch of poinsettias.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
In the neighbor's yard, so that cat was getting a little sniff, and then went over and just ate all of them.
Ate a neighbor's dog, maybe.
Yeah.
I hope.
Oh no!
Jeez.
That's probably more likely. Yes.
What about the poinsettias?
Yeah, poinsettias makes more sense.
That
Remind me
sounds
of the tiger when I was a
plausible.
babe.
Could you imagine Tyson's tiger eats your dog?
Yeah, you
Oh, what a heartbreaker! Honestly,
Walk out of your door,
Breaks in your house.
go get some groceries.
what was it? There was a lion in Morgantown loose because the circus came to town over the weekend and won't go away.
Yep.
Sent an email to us. Heads up! There's a fucking king of the jungle roaming the city.
Be careful.
It's like, all right, that's great news. A fucking a lion? Is this thing just fucking up in a tree? Is it gonna be walking around town? Like, do we need to be prepared to leave our house and pissed off lion because you guys been treating this lion like shit?
Obviously.
I would like a little bit more information. Never gonna follow up. Never gonna.
They find it.
News is in. I don't know about the lion in Morgantown, but it was not a tiger pet incident.
Oh, nice.
It was a tiger potentially gnawing an arm off of somebody incident.
That's gonna happen from time to time.
Well,
In the neighborhood.
I think if you have a pet tiger, there's a chance that's going to happen.
Okay, so later on in the story, the person jumped over the fence.
See, this is just like the monkey in the Halloween
strip club.
Texas.
That's right.
Texas thing.
The Texas
Started to
DC.
play with the tiger.
Harambe.
Harambe, same thing.
Like that orangutan that made the draft pick, right? If you jump in his cage, hey, all bets are off.
Miss
No.
You
Brooke.
talking about Rocky?
Whatever that thing is you guys show.
Rocky the orangutan. It's not an orangutan, by the way. Be cultured for 1 second.
Is he 150 years old? How old is that?
Rocky, I don't. I think in captive orangutan years, each year is maybe 30 years.
At least.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah. If you jump in Rocky's cage, he's not doing anything because I've been to the Indianapolis Zoo. I've seen him. He hates his life so much. If you go in there, he's probably saying like, "Please shoot me in the head, kill me, fucking end my pain."
Connor actually went to the zoo the other day.
Yeah.
Experienced it.
He got to experience Rocky and the orangutans for the first time. It's weird because when you look him in the eye, it seems like you're kind of looking at simpatico.
Oh,
is
yeah,
that what
yourself.
you said the other?
Yeah.
It does. It seems like when you make eye contact, there's just something about it. Like
You know.
that orangutan is miserable right
Yeah,
there.
you know what they're saying.
Did they still have the
Time
one
it.
just in the box, by the very small box by himself, and he's just laying there baking in the sun, and
Just sitting there.
people coming up and smacking on the window saying, "Hey, wake up, fucker!"
Yeah. It's sad. Should have seen the rhinos.
Yeah, but
Couldn't
we're
even
getting. You
tell.
know, there's zoos do
Couldn't
good.
tell what.
Zoos do good things too.
Of course.
You know, they help extend lives. And
They breed them. They breed those animals. Yeah.
Feed them.
species alive.
Yeah, he looks real happy.
Help me.
He was not making that
Overjoyed.
face when we went to
Oh
see
my
him.
Out of here.
I love Rocky.
So do I.
That's why.
I like to think that during his draft pick, he did it bad on purpose as a protest.
Probably.
They're like, all right, hit the thing. He's like, oh, is that right?
Yeah.
no thanks.
Maybe. Need you hit the thing. 10 seconds, Rocky. All right.
Go fuck
This
yourself.
is my time.
Remember when you made me just poop right in the same room I was sitting in?
Yeah.
5 seconds, Rocky. Come on. Oh, is this going to affect you guys?
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry, bud.
You guys have to go home to a cage?
Oh, you want me to hit this button here? What if I scroll to the next screen? Oh,
Come
what's
on.
going to happen now? Come on, Rocky.
Yeah. Come here, you little fucker. Jesus.
Anyways, the zoo's awesome.
It is.
It is.
Wildly overpriced, but it's awesome.
It is a very nice zoo, though.
Yeah.
There's a
The
lot of
penguins.
things there.
I mean, I didn't know they had penguins in Indiana.
Awesome.
That's cool.
I don't know. That was the saddest part to me. They put out
Why?
like a tray of ice to remind these penguins, hey, you like living near, the cold water and icebergs.
Do you know how much money they spend to keep that place refrigerated to the proper temperature so those penguins can live a great life?
Do you know how
every
much
time
money
you walk
one of
into
those-
that place, you are reminded how much it costs a lot to step foot into that zoo.
It does.
Not anymore.
Think how much it costs to take care of one animal just for a year.
Yeah,
That's a
we
lot of money.
learned from Joe Exotic. It's expensive to feed all those animals.
Yeah, but they treat them like shit at the zoo, so I don't think they're spending that much.
I don't think this is an accurate assessment of all of it.
Not of all of it, but I mean, I know for a fact that those animals would pay 10x what it costs to keep them alive to kill them. Just from peeking in through the windows. I know that's how they feel. Some of the water was filthy.
Fair assessment.
They're animals.
Are there elephants there?
Dude, what do you think is going to happen to the water when they go in? Do you think it's going to remain clean?
Well, I assume they have to clean it or have some sort of filter every, now and then. I mean, you mentioned the orangutan thing. Poop everywhere.
So sanctuaries, I think those are people view those differently than zoos, right?
That's a massive area. There's no, cages that are actually in the wild per se.
What'd you say, Zito? How much?
$10,000 to $12,000 a day to take care of a zoo, like a normal zoo.
Not as much as I thought. In my head, I was thinking,
Yeah. Way more, I thought.
I was thinking a lot more. Because is that all the employees, or is that just the food too?
Oh, actually, no. It says plus millions more to elaborate the exhibit.
Just think of keeping the lights on is more than that.
Yeah, I don't know about daily.
I'm gonna say they're spending at least 8 G's to bring in fucking Donato's Pizza to the Indianapolis Zoo every day. That's the only way they're making any money outside of the, admission.
What are you talking about? They're selling Donato's Pizza in there?
Last time I went, I was like, oh, you know what? I'll grab a slice of pizza. Okay, 8-inch pizza, fucking $34. So you kidding me? I fucking order this from Donato's right now. It's fucking $11.99. How does that work?
Got to get some $23 difference there.
Yeah, had to do it.
The zoo's a nice place, but there are some animals areas that I think anybody that walks through there goes, I'm kind of viewing these animals a little differently.
Yeah, feel bad for them. Reverse it, then think about it.
What?
We were in the cages.
You're going to have Rocky running the zoo and you're going to sit in a cage?
And that's all he's thinking about.
I know.
Flipping the odds.
I think it is good for people to see stuff, though.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think the zoo has benefits.
If we didn't have zoos, Connor wouldn't believe a lot of the animals he saw in the zoo because he hasn't seen them with his own eyes.
Yeah, and a lot of people like Connor be like, well, that doesn't exist. What are you talking? Rhinos, that's funny. That doesn't exist. Well, we actually just saw one downtown.
Well, I still don't know if I saw a live one because there's a massive chance all 3 of them were dead because there's no water in the goddamn rhino exhibit. But also, Indiana casually has the rarest gazelle in the world hanging out in there. It's like, I got a cool color. It's like silver. I'm like, all right, that doesn't seem real. Why does Indiana have the rarest gazelle in the planet? Is that what everyone talks about in the zoo community? Oh, you got to get to Indiana. You got the rarest gazelle in the world. That doesn't make sense.
Why? That's how good the zoo is.
It sounds like they just
that's what the $34.
Yeah,
they saved his life. Probably
they spray painted half a gazelle and said, "Oh, look, hey, the Osborne gazelle. Check it out."
Thing's awesome.
That thing is awesome.
Very cool.
The planes are large. I believe the planes.
Oh yeah, the Badlands
at the zoo. It's a large area.
It is.
They get to open up the stride a little bit in the plains, it feels.
Yeah, but they share with wildebeest and
it's like
hyenas.
a sanctuary, though.
It is.
The plains area feels like a sanctuary. It's bigger. It's the ones
in the zoo. You mean this is a part of the zoo?
Yeah, the ones that are in you can see the back, and we see all of the space, and then you see the.
Oh yeah,
just a miserable animal. It's hard.
Usually, like where the gorillas hang out and everything, right by the glass. Like that's where you see, these guys are pretty upset.
The tigers, the lions. I mean,
they have big space. The Columbus Zoo has big old space for the lions and tigers, though. Big old area for them.
We're going to find out. We're going to check his oil. All right, so let's get something. Let's get
oil?
something planned for this dude.
Check
all right.
it. What's his name again, AJ? Pop it on in there.
Let's take a look. We got a couple plays I want to show you guys. Then we got to get out and we got to get to our. Hey guys. I know we're 3-0. There's a lot of jocularity right now, all right?
Sure, good word.
We got a game in 3 days.
Yeah.
And we're giggling and fucking around.
It's AJ, Coach.
All it takes is one.
It's Hawk,
You're
Coach.
sitting there 3-1.
It's not us, it's Hawk.
Hawk?
Get your oil checked, Ty.
All right. Let's take a look. All right. I got my man on the iPad. Is he awake? Is he good? Is he crying? What's he doing? All right, let's take a look. Who do we say was the game wrecker? Who we say was the game wrecker?
About dumps. So, hey, if I take a dump, they put me on the report. So
let's not talk about that. You guys heard what I did this morning.
Oh yeah.
I did not, but that's fine.
Caught
in the group text.
Yeah.
You put in the
Open your
group
eyes.
text? I was driving a car, guys. I'm being responsible.
Oh, yeah, sure. You're responsible driving.
Being responsible driving a car. Yeah. Okay. Fuck off.
I'll look at it. I'll look at that one at the break. What did you do? Okay. Whatever happened, I don't even know. I'm guessing you took your pinky ring off or you smeared poop on it accidentally.
Well, I did take the pinky ring off, and I absolutely demolished, okay, a student union toilet. And there was,
Is the door locked?
Yeah. Locked the door. Only one person in there, right?
Yeah. The dream for you.
So that's good and bad, you know?
Because there's like a line of people, line of 12 ladies waiting to get in when you get out. Sorry.
Yep. And I think with that particular bomb that was dropped, it's going to be tough to say it was from the person before me because it was potent. There was no fan switch either.
No.
Oh, no.
You hope you
So it's
flushed
literally
9
just-
times. It's a nightmare.
I did. I tried to flush as soon as I could, but the first one went down, and then it was refilling back up, and it was a slow refill. So you know what that means.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
Paint the toilet.
No, not just that. You can't get rid of it as quick because you got to wait on the water to refill so you can get enough power to fucking flush it
So
again.
that smell
You know what I
just
mean?
lingers.
Yep.
Yeah. I would say the total time was probably 4.5 minutes in there, 3.5.
Oh, God.
That's efficient.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Try to get 6 flushes in, only able to get 2. So,
Gotta work with what you got.
anyways,
It's kind of tough. You got Lee Corso's mom banging on the door trying to get in after you.
Lee Corso's mom, you said?
Hate to
Yeah.
break it to you,
What are you trying to
AJ.
say?
Lee Corso's mom.
Guessing she's
We don't
not
know.
around.
Good. You guys,
Well, rest
you guys
in
go
peace,
assume.
then.
Yeah, all
you
right,
guys
boys.
assume
Jeez.
stuff then. Assume stuff.
mean,
then. What's the next game?
130?
She was
What do you
20.
think?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
she was
sorry. You
20
guys are
during the
so-
Great
You're
Depression.
She was a great lady.
Have some
She was
couth.
a great lady.
You guys
She
have
was.
no class. What's the next game
Speaking
up,
of
guys?
couth, I mean, what am I supposed to do
Cardinals,
every Friday?
Panthers.
I land immediately, go to a university building. What am I supposed to be
I
doing?
I thought for sure if that sweet old lady is your flight attendant, you just dump right there in that plane.
Well, with the way my schedule is, that ain't the time.
Oh,
The
gotcha.
time is like right before show starts. It's almost like my bladder gets it. Like, hey, all right, now we got to kind of clear the air here. It's going to go in.
Of course.
So whenever you're on a road, it's just not great.
Aaron, last year Kirk Cousins said, "If I die, I die." Did you guys meet at midfield and kind of, give each other a fist bump and congratulate each other on making it past COVID?
No. I respect Kirk a lot. I've played against him a number of times now over the years, and also respect his right to have an opinion about his own health and to make a decision which he feels is in the best interest. And there's zero judgment at all with him or anybody else who decides to make their own decisions. But I for whatever reason, that just reminds me of that fake quote that was out there about how close me and Kirk are spending time together in the off season.
The internet's awesome right now. Fake quotes are going more than they've ever gone in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Actual accounts are getting got.
That's not what happened. Like, I like Kirk a lot. I think he's a super nice guy, a very good player. But I haven't spent a lot of time with him off the field over the years. But no, we both made it through the winter of death, thankfully, and good to see us both still out there.
Maybe you guys do ayahuasca together, you and Kirk.
Sweet.
That'd be awesome. Go-
SeatGeek is the sponsor of today's show, and we got a special promo for you all. This is your weekly reminder that they gave us an exclusive link that gives us all 15% off football tickets, whether you're a first-time buyer or not. College, NFL, doesn't matter. SeatGeek has you covered. Just click the link in the description, and the 15% off code will be auto-applied to your account. No code needed. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Woo! That is way too close.
That's a neat trick.
That is, because somebody's going to get on some vitamins one day.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to notice that their hand can just immediately go in front of that camera, and they're going to fuck around and put a dog up there.
I thought Connor was being eaten alive.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You survived, and that's because our friends at
SeatGeek.
Yeah, what is what do they do over there? Tea and
Crumpets.
Say grit tea and crumpets. Got to figure out.
rocks.
Crunkets.
Got to figure out what crumpets are. Where is?
Like
Crumpets,
bread
I
and
think
biscuits?
It's like a little biscuit, I think.
There it is.
Like a little biscuit at tea time.
if I'm not mistaken. I've actually never heard any crumpets.
Where's that guy from?
Where's this particular gentleman from, Todd?
You know, pretty much anywhere in England. I don't really know the different, you know.
I thought the Scousers had a little different accent, don't they?
The Liverpool lads?
Yeah. There's a stigma.
Yeah, they talk a
in
little.
this world.
They talk a little different, I think, than the rest of England, right? I think there is little local, regional dialects of the English accent. So you're saying this particular gentleman that you are talking as right now, from everywhere?
Yeah, from wherever like Michael Caine's from. So maybe like the English countryside. Again, I don't really know, any fucking cities in England outside of London. So
Birmingham,
Manchester, Stratton upon Avon, which I believe is where Bill Shakespeare's from.
William.
Yes.
What's the Anglo guy? Where are they from?
I believe they're from the West End of London.
Okay.
You're the best. Big game in London this weekend. At Ty Schmidt, at Boston Connor. Boys, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the fact that you guys are using cardboard boxes for your feet down there.
Yeah, knees almost dislocated yesterday. Felt like it hanging from these bigger chairs. But, we're good. We're rallying. Feels fantastic now. No problems whatsoever.
I see you're using 2 books underneath the cardboard box to put your feet on top of those. Or do you feel like you're disrespecting the books, or do you think you're being powered by those books through your feet right
I
now?
think it kind of reflects my life. Books holding me up almost. The knowledge in those books have never served me better now.
No, so I think not only are you up on your soapbox, but I think the thing about it is, and this might have been learned in one of those books, I'm not sure, 2 different size books you got. So you put a cardboard box on top of 2 different size books. That thing's been slanting the entire time. I've been watching it. Every time you start talking, I'm like, man, this guy is doing this with this. It's almost like you're wake surfing underneath the table right now.
Yeah, I'm a good wake surfer. I had the books on top of the box, but they were the 2 closest sizes, so it was either deal with it or...
Books on top, I think your feet would have slipped, which is what I was trying to say. I thought they might have slipped, and I honestly thought maybe you'd put, head to toe on those.
That's how it started, yeah.
And did not work, it fell off?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, what are you going to do?
These are the things you don't think about whenever you're building a multi-million-dollar new set. You know what I mean?
Definitely not. And, I mean, like he said, not only knees, but yesterday, did my feet fall asleep. It was like I'd been,
taking a shit.
taking a dump for too long. It was like, all right, listen, I can't be feeling like I have diabetes all day, all right?
Yours seems to be like a perfect fit there.
It's pretty good. My knees feel great today. My feet feel great today. I got nothing to complain about.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you. I think your left knee is going to go through it here.
Yeah,
because it's been riding a lot lower than the other side.
It has entire show. The thighs are really the problem here. I got 2 big thighs, so I can't scoot as close. So that way I can't really get my legs close enough to the box for it to be comfortable. But, I mean, this is adversity. This is what we go through. This is what we do. This will only make us better in the end.
I see you change your headphones as well.
Yes, the headphones that were brand new out of the box yesterday have already went out. Staticky, actually, in the first hour. I was very worried it was going on for everyone, but I looked around a couple times. Just my headphones.
For those that are wondering, by the way, spend a lot of money on these headphones.
Yeah.
They naturally don't work. You think you spend money on something like that'll take care of it.
Oh, don't worry.
We won't have to deal about it. We'll do that. Then you remember, some things just don't work, actually.
That's right.
So even if you think you have it figured out or somebody else has it figured out, then the shit just doesn't work. It's like, oh, I thought didn't even think about that problem.
Nope.
No, you're never expecting to get a lemon out of the box, but guess what? It does happen.
You order 7 or 8 boxes. One of the boxes is, bound to not work. I'm glad it was mine.
You would hope they bat a little higher percentage that
For sure.
1 out of every
1 out of 7,
or 8.
you think.
But nonetheless, happy you went back to the old school headphones. Seems like you're much more comfortable with those ones anyways.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Because like you said about the box, I can already feel my left knee kind of going through it. Yeah, so it is going to be a little bit of a battle. But that's okay. I can see it now, so I can maybe adjust a little.
Yeah,
and I'll bring in the same, because I got these Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays books at the house, so I'll bring in my copy and then have them just right below perfect.